Good evening, Busy Bees. It's Tuesday, November 11th, and here's your evening news rundown in under 5 minutes. So, Republicans push for tougher abortion restrictions in order to negotiate ACA. That's right, you heard it. So, let's talk about those senators. Catherine Cortez Masto, Dick Durbin, Maggie Hassan, Tim Kaine, Angus King, Jackie Rosen, Jean Shaheen, John Fetterman. You hate women, you hate yourselves. Did you really believe the Republicans were going to negotiate fairly? Or even bring this up? I mean, you have Mike Johnson in the House saying I'm not beholden to whatever deal they did over there on the Senate side. This is what we get, right? And it's no coincidence that every single one of those are not up for re-election. They're not up for re-election. That's not a mistake. That's by design. And you're either a co-conspirator or, yeah, that's what I'm going with. After months of delay, Representative-elect Adelita Grajalva of Arizona is set to be officially sworn in tomorrow, the 12th. The delay had prevented her from voting or accessing congressional resources. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays called the holdup a disgraceful abuse of power and undermines democracy. Yeah, that's the goal. They're showing you that they're playing by their rules and their rules only. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about things that were done in the past or decorum or anything that mattered. A little notice provision in this bill that reopened the government is that sitting senators are now allowed to sue if Jack Smith seized their records during the January 6th insurrection investigation. That's right. Does anyone still believe this is not a grift? That this is not them lining their pockets blatantly? And whose pockets are they stealing from? Why ours? Those are our tax dollars that's going to further line their pockets and enrich them. Goldman Sachs' latest report shows a loss of 50,000 jobs nationwide, citing the prolonged government shutdown and trade instability. It's going to get even worse. His plan is to cut the government to the bone, to privatize everything so he can enrich himself and his friends. Just like private prisons will have private organizations running our government. And that's it. That's the ball game, right? No more public servants. Not that any of these people are our public servants, because they are behaving as grifters, as people who steal, as charlatans, allegedly. Progressive organization Indivisible announced plans to primary several Democratic incumbents seen as too moderate. The group says it will focus on candidates who stand up to authoritarianism and corporate power. I don't think it's moderate that they're after. This article is a little bit dubious. They're going after like a Chuck Schumer. They're going after people who take AIPAC money. They're going after people who are not representing the American people and what they want, as with this government shutdown vote. The American people spoke, and we spoke a lot with those recent elections, that we wanted stronger Democrats. We wanted to be a powerhouse here, one that can force negotiations, like we'll go toe to toe instead of wimping out. British officials have paused the transfer of certain intelligence to the United States, citing concerns about data security and political misuse. Yeah, because other governments recognize what's happening here. It's pay to play, period. This is your evening news rundown. Please like, share, and follow. Stay smart, stay safe, stay informed.